Guys, coming at you guys with another video here to talk about WrestleMania. Now, this is a part two. Well, there's going to be WrestleMania is going to be having Saturday and Sunday. You guys know that a typical pay-per-view for WWE is on Sunday. And I'm going to just give you my thoughts on today, part one. So let's start off with, in my opinion, the weakest match of the night, which was Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. And I'm very disappointed in this fight, to be honest with you. It definitely didn't live up to the expectations. The match was really short. What was it, like under like 3 or 5 minutes? Really disappointing. I much would have rather liked to see Roman Reigns, to be honest, but it is what it is. Now Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. That's the fight that I was looking forward to, and it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I can't say that. Definitely happy that Becky Lynch was able to retain her title. Especially like the lead up to the fight where Shayna Baszler was kept basically attacking Becky Lynch from the back. One of my favorite fights of the night, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. At first I was like, man, is it really going to end like this when Seth Rollins disqualified himself and then Kevin Owens gets back in the ring and says, no, this isn't over. Get back in here. Let's do it. No disqualification. And that was crazy, that move that Kevin Owens did when he jumped up the WrestleMania logo and then pretty much jumped off and hit Seth Rollins while Seth Rollins was on the table, broke the table, which I thought that was really cool. The thumbnail that we got right now, Undertaker versus AJ. At first I was like, a boneyard match, like, yo, what the fuck is that? And even like tomorrow, like the John Cena versus the Fiend, what the fuck is a Funhouse match, whatever. But this was like, eh. A lot of people are, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna have mixed reviews on this. I was kind of just like, what the fuck, is this a movie? Undertaker gets the dub on some weird ass shit. I thought he was out when he was in there. And AJ Styles goes to the little machine about to bury Undertaker, and next thing you know, Undertaker is behind him. I don't know how that happened. Suddenly got a second life. But that was the ending to the night one of WrestleMania, where the Undertaker just pretty much rode off with his bike and showed his logo in the back to end off WrestleMania. Another match that I was pretty disappointed in was Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan. I thought this was going to be a great fight. I mean, I was expecting some like hardcore shit. Like, probably I was like, oh, this might be the fight of the night, Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn. To be honest with you, I wanted to see Sami Zayn bring back his moves like when he was El Generico. And definitely, in my opinion, it did not live up to the hype. Probably my second favorite match of the night was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Uso in a ladder match. Kind of a weird ending where Morrison, well, all three of the teams had their hand on the belts, and then John Morrison, when he before he went down on the ladder, was able to snag the belts, and that's how that ended. But definitely, whenever you have Morrison and Kofi Kingston in there in a ladder match, it's gonna do well. Jimmy Uso was trying his best, but I feel like Morrison and Kofi carried the match. The first night of the programming was Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss versus Bliss and Cross. And I like the fight. It was a nice little start to the evening, especially now that we're in quarantine. And I'm happy that Bliss and Cross were able to win the championships. They deserve it, to be honest with you. Good fight. The ending, I feel like it was a botch, but it is what it is. And then just in a filler match, which it was kind of just like, what the fuck, Elias versus King Corbin on a WrestleMania card. Eh. Elias pulls up the upset. I would say upset, where King Corbin initially was gonna get the pin, but he had his foot on the ropes. The referee was able to notice it, and that's how that went. But shortly after, Elias was able to pin him, got his tights slash belt, and then pretty much robbed Corbin. Match I really wasn't too forward to. But yeah, stay tuned for part two coming tomorrow. Hopefully the fights, it's gonna be much better. We got Lesnar versus McIntyre, Orton, Edge, Cena. Cena, what's the name? Fiend, Charlotte, and Rhea. Who else? We got the SmackDown Women's Championship. It should be a good night tomorrow. But that's all I have for now. Go ahead and comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.